assume Luna took it over as a drawing because over where all my other books are.
Cube.
Like I wound up having that fucking Ravenclaw book that Megan got me. I finally found a use for that, and I use it for BDO at this point, just for all the recipes, food stuff that I have to make, and everything else to try to make money.
Angry D.
And then on top of it, back like the Mrs. Bob freaking went off on her, trying to accuse her for the reason why she doesn't have any fucking money. So that got added on top of her aggravation before she even has to go to work. So she's gonna come home even more pissed. I was like, I promise I'll have certain things taken care of. You, I got the little one in a bath right now. I'll have certain other things, like right after show's over, I'll freaking cook supper for her because I've already ate. I'll be good. I'll just snack on something. So mainly, I'm just gonna make her something. When she comes home, she can chillax. I won't have to worry about doing anything. Yeah, whenever I got a hold of you, I was over at McKay's trying to get rid of shit.
Yep. That's what you said.
Walked out of there with $60 fucking dollars.
Which is a big leap towards the direction you was trying to head, so that was good.
Mm-hmm. And then we were able to get one thing refunded and like put back on there, so we were able to turn it back on. The other, they refunded 2 of them, but the third payment we're still waiting because they even thought it was weird that there was 3 charges. They were like, so you're trying to get 3 charges taken off. And it's like, yeah, like here's the pay. Like we took screenshots. Megan brought her phone in and everything, showed them the emails and the conversations, so they couldn't try to say, oh, we're trying to pull a fast one for them or anything. And we were like, no, this is legit. We're trying to get all this squared away, so the other cash be in there tomorrow for rent to be pulled out.
Minute 15.
It just
Once you get introed, I'm gonna go grab a glass of water or some shit, man. I've been trying to get this shit fucking set up, and it's been being a pain in the dick. I forgot to tag Atlas in the damn Facebook stream. I forgot how to fucking re-tag Atlas in the Facebook stream. I finally just fucking figured it out. Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
The wind is directly fucking south when I want to go north. I'm dead serious. The wind's directly south. This is what happened to me the last time I tried to go directly south. The wind was going directly north.
I was going to say, you've already started to head out again?
No, I'm gone. I'm gone, man. I'm in N7. Halfway through.
Where are you going north for?
I gotta go to B5. You wanna go
around? Yeah, Bug. I can't.
You wanna go around 07.
Alright, 8 seconds.
Alright.
I can't right now, Bug. Whenever you're ready to get out, you know how to get out. Just grab one of those towels, too.
Shut up! I'm trying to start a fucking show here. There you go.
Are we live?
All right. Here we are on another wonderful Wednesday. We are the Angry Dandelion. Gonna give it to you exactly how we do it. And that's mad as hell, balls to the wall, kicking in fucking teeth today. I hope you're ready, folks. I am Thumping Loud, joined as always by Sewn Together and Super Comic Guru. And what's good, guys?
You know, stuff. Sailing. That's good. I like sailing.
This guy
Guru's over there parenting.
today.
having a great day today.
Oh man, but yeah, it's been one of those. I mean, we've all had our issues from one side to another, I guess, this week. Mine since the last show was probably like Thursday, Friday, where I had my rage out and got it all off of my chest. And oh wow, that's an impressive pose. But
yeah. That's some serious lag there, and I've got his NDIs all jacked up right now.
welcome back.
Let's see here.
I'd ask
There
how you
we
do
go.
it based on the visual display that some people just got.
Oh shit.
You were stressing it still, I'm guessing. It just can't get better today.
Cut it. Oh shit.
What happened?
Dude, I told
We'll see
them.
on the
I told the
stream.
missus.
There's all that.
Oh yeah.
I've got no wind.
I was gonna say he can share screen with you.
Yeah, I can do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Give me a second. Let me get the hell out of
Man, that's a long drink of water.
here.
I'm assuming that's water.
Nope, that was an
What? My cup?
Yeah.
No, not today.
Not today.
Little JD and some Coke.
Right.
Today.
Alright,
Yeah.
there. I've screen shared, I think.
Yeah, but you just
Alright.
Okay.
you did. That's good.
I was running from stuff back there. I've already gotten away from it. Now I gotta cut it back left before I go into a goddamn Power Stone Island. Jesus, dude. Uh-oh. Don't crash. Ooh, that was a lag spike. Last thing I need to do is for the game to crash right there.
Yeah, that's kind of been what we've been doing right there, Guru. You see that? Now him and I both have a galleon.
Oh, so you're both out in the 7 seas.
I breed bears, so.
He breeds bears. He doesn't 7 seas anything. He travels back and forth from the base and bears.
Yeah, I'm actually sailing out to a place. It may be gone by now. I should have checked that out. I'm an idiot. We haven't been there in days, and it's on a
B6 or something like that.
B5.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yep, it sure is. Alright, well, I guess I need to find me a new spot for some rhinos.
Well, that spot's probably still good for rhinos. It's just we'd have to go and do like I did with
I have
ins.
to rebuild everything. Fuck that. If I'm gonna rebuild for fucking rhinos, I'm going someplace close, man.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So here I go, Google.
But yeah, this has been the Dandelion for the most part. I hop on my galleon and I'm doing all kinds of shit. Like I'm either running maps or I'm fucking taking tames and going and just murdering shit and harvesting. Fucking did Mythos for a little while when I still had the Brigantine. I haven't been back down there yet in order to start going after more Mythos again. It's one of those farming sources that we're going to need to get ourselves a healthy bit of once we're at a point to start making legendary shit. Maybe something that we just end up putting on the block on some of our stores.
Sorry, I'm looking at something and I need to point it out to myself.
But yeah, I mean, for him, he's literally his time has been engulfed purely with bears. Like,
Park at some point. I'll have to travel down there and check on the babies, anyways.
yeah. They introduced a whole lot of stuff. The mega patch finally did update. What did it come in? June? When it finally? Like June 2nd?
Yeah, basically. Well, they kind of slapped something in there like May 31st. Maybe for some people in the world.
Yeah, and then a couple days later, they ended up sorting all the rest of it out and getting it narrowed in. But
Yeah, they PTR'd it pretty much. But yeah, the May Mega update truly came in June.
yeah, with that we've got islands and dungeons and new creatures, and in our zone alone, we got 2 brand new islands, which made for a really interesting scenario.
Really?
Yeah, we got one to the south of us and one to the northwest of us.
Hmm.
Or northeast of us, excuse me.
Okay.
You are all over the place over there, aren't you, so?
Doing my research, man.
Oh, Rhino Research?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find a better spot now.
We found out earlier from the guy that was doing a little bit of drinking earlier that down in his home base region where their crew's at, um, they have like a major resource of darkwood.
I know why he went to B6. B6 has both rhinos and giraffes. That's why he went there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
B10 has that too. It's not into B10's not bad. Busting another UE. Fuck me.
Yay!
B10
You
would actually work on a diag. Like I could run a route with ship, hit B10, cut back over, catch N12.
man, your boat be hauling balls.
Yep. She runs, man. I notice I still have my cargo racks. Well, when I emptied out the cargo boxes, I just dumped them off the side so I could have my speed back. And then if I
Right.
need to haul shit again, I'll just put a new cargo rack on or cargo box on.
I apologize for any stream chatter this may come through. Let's see what happens.
Oh, giving her a test, are you?
Yeah, might as well, right?
Yeah, might as well. I'll park right over here, Guru, and I'll show the world the bears. I named them all after beers.
Yeah, these are our beer bears.
Kick it over here by this island. Unload all my shit fast travel.
I feel like I'm hearing a
Yeah,
little.
man, this thing is fucking hauling ass right now. 16 and a half knots, dude.
Yeah, that's flying. That is absolutely flying.
About to hit 17. Come on, hit 17. 17. So not the fastest. Ooh, this is a discovery for me anyways. This works out. Gotta get my discover on. Coming in hot. Not too hot.
Not as hot as you once was.
Yeah. My crew works hard, man. My crew works hard. They get paid well. And fed.
Right. Oh, I came back today, put 1,000 on our box, put 1,000 on the flag. I still need to make a trip into a free port again.
Yeah, I'm having some serious XSplit issues.
Huh.
I'm gonna adjust some graphic settings real quick. I bet you that's it, because I've got everything cranked. High quality LODs. That may be what's doing it. And much better. Alright.
cut everything back again, did it?
Well, I usually run high quality level of detail, so that wasn't working very well for the stream.
Punch that manta ray into biz.
It just died right next to me. Take the lead.
Alright. Free fish.
Yeah, I got some kind of weird red bar around my damn shit too. I don't know what that's about. Maybe
That is because you're sharing screen.
Ah, okay. It's like, what the fuck's going on with my monitor here? It's like this shit better not be fucking up on me.
Nah.
Alright.
Yeah, Guru, just in the course of the last week, I had to uninstall Steam completely off of my machine and Atlas in order to be able to play Atlas again.
Really?
Yeah, I had a file go corrupt somewhere during an update.
Is it that thing that you guys were talking about? I think it was last week. Somebody else had an issue where they were saying that they had to uninstall the game and reinstall it or something.
No, Skeeter had something going on, but no, his and my issues were different.
Okay.
Mine came down to a file that just dead ended, and it would go through the update, and it would get to this file for materials, and would not go any further. So I was like, all right, well then let me reinstall the game. And it would run into the issue trying to install the game. So I went in and I deleted the game and went in and looked and saw that there was a folder that was still able to trace to that exact dead end spot. And I was like, all right, well, the game's not even installed. This is here. Let me go ahead and delete this. And it wouldn't let me delete that. So I'm going to have to end up reformatting that drive, which I haven't done yet because I got a bunch of other shit that I got to write down so I don't forget to download it. It's like respecing in the game. Write it down. Something's going to be missing and I'm going to be like, damn, I don't have that file anymore. I don't have that folder anymore. But, yeah, couldn't get it working, so I ended up reinstalling Steam on a whole new hard drive along with Atlas. That way they're not associated to that file it kept trying to link to.
Gotcha.
But yeah, fun times. I spent 15 hours diagnosing that problem.
Damn. Pulling all day on that one.
Yeah, I think that was Friday. I think that's exactly what I did today.
The update. You were pissed because you couldn't get the experience of the update. Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. Which, all in all, like I said, coming into the game now, it's even cooler to see some of the stuff. I haven't used a crossbow yet, and we got crossbows. I haven't used a harpoon gun yet, but we had those in the game now.
Okay. Yeah, like last Wednesday, whenever I lost the internet for that whole entire day, that was also the day that freaking BDO came out with the Awakening update, which they added a lot of stuff, but it kind of ticked me off, like not just because I had to miss the show, it was also like on top of it, it's like, oh, I've been waiting for this update, getting kind of prepared for it. I got like a small taste of it, and then I lost internet. It was like, oh great, so now whenever I get back on here, I'm gonna have to play the catch-up game. That's cool.
Right.
It's not like I'm not already playing the catch-up game, because everybody that played the game day one, they're obviously ahead of everybody. But
oh my comment. Change that. Thank you, Conan.
Which I found out the other day that there's a person on here named Pay to Win or Miss Pay to Win. They played day one. They dropped $40,000 on the game day one.
Jesus.
Well, that is pay to win.
Yeah, that it is.
I was like, dude, Are you kidding me? Like, on what? Like,
I mean, not everybody can be an Iron Sheik in the middle of an oil desert.
well, let me do that because all he to do what he was planning on doing. Oh, are you? Are you now?
All right, now what?
No, I said, are you now?
Who?
In an oil desert. Isn't that what you said? You're in an oil desert now?
No, I was making a comment to your $40,000 spender. Not everybody
yeah.
can be a
Oh,
sheep
yeah.
in an oil desert.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I only heard the oil, oil desert. I was like, wait, what? Freaking, yeah, but to spend that much money, like that part of the pay to win, like you gotta be dropping cash like that all the freaking time because what he's doing is buying the cosmetic outfits and then turning around and breaking them down for cron fragments. So whenever he tries to roll his gear past try into like pin and or text and pin,
hard
yeah, basically
into trap.
he doesn't fail it and it drops a level, but because once you go to duo, if you get into try, pin, or even tet, if you fail it, you drop down a level. So you got to have another character to swap over to get that back up to at least duo, so you can turn around and try to make it into a try again, or vice versa, whatever you're wind up trying to build it up to. Very annoying.
Sounds like it
Fun.
could be a pain in the ass.
It can be, but it's kind of fun at the same time.
Well, I mean, that's always a good thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, Terra with freaking farm months beyond months and never move.
You know what I forgot to grab when I was at home, man?
Never move.
The other pipes.
No, fertilizer.
That's salts.
The pipes and stuff. The fertilizer.
There's still people that play that game on it, man.
Still play what game?
So, Guru, here's This is 3 of my young bears. They're adolescents now. They aren't as cute as they were. But these are 3 of my... These will be the next 3 females that get thrown into the rotation of breeding.
Of breeding out. How many times are you allowed to breed the females?
Forever.
As many times as you want?
Forever.
Okay.
Forever.
Stella stays in the rotation, named after Stella Artois, the beard. Then up top here,
Nice.
we've got Peroni, named after the beard. She stays in the rotation. Everyone else has gotten pulled out. Killian, Icehouse was the bear I bought to start my high-level melees. Killian is my current stud bear, so he breeds with all the ladies. And these are my other bears. There's my 3 throwaways, young ones that I'm going to sell, and those are all the ones I've bred so far that I haven't given away. So there's Sierra after Sierra Nevada, Amstel after Amstel, Bush, Milwaukee, Bush Light, and Yingling. And then on my boat, I have Bud, because he's the king of bears, and Pabst.
That is fucking awesome. Like, you got, like, basically an army of bears.
On my boat, I have Molson.
Yeah, he's got Molson on his boat.
Oh, and Mickey.
Yeah, and Mickey. So, yeah, we're working on an army of bears. One might say a horde of bears, since...
And I've got Freebeard, but the reason he's not named a bear like all the rest of the bears is because he was free.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about him.
Yeah, the bear from the middle of the ocean gets to forever be known as Freebeard because, well, he was free.
Is this my monkey stupid?
Yeah, stupid monkey.
He just hangs out. Have some more melee. He's got 143 melee. He throws poo so hard.
Yeah, he does.
That's how monkeys attack in this game. They throw poop.
So it's like arc on that
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah, I have my monkey and my parrot that I carry around with me. My monkey is Pooh Flinger, and my parrot is Uncle Cracker. So yeah, and they all wear the same outfit that I do, or at least the headpiece, because you can put hats on birds and monkeys.
Gotcha.
So we're all rocking the same headpiece when we're out on the ocean and doing our thing. All of the
Mute my
saddles.
mic. I got fire siren going off.
All right, we got like the saddles on all of my bears are kind of the same, except for Molson, because Molson is a silver and black bear. I did a solid black saddle. Every detail, all 6 panels are done in black, and you can hardly even tell he's got a saddle on. You just see these pouches that are just kind of like sitting on him.
Nice.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Molson. Mickey is still the main bear that I ride around on, but Molson is about to hit that next spot. Like if I go onto an island and I feel like I'm only going to take out like up to a journeyman map, I'll bring 2 bears, and it's Molson and Mickey. If I'm going to be going out and getting into some real rugged, crazy shit and want a lot of protection, I'll take the 4 tames I have with me are Molson, Mickey, Freebeard, and my tiger Sybil.
Okay.
And that is my general runaround. Like if I'm going and doing mythos harvesting, I take all 4 of the tames and go kill yetis. And that becomes just my mainstay of what I end up doing.
Sounds like you guys got a nice little empire going. Like, I know you guys already had it pretty much going, but
Dude, we've in the past 3 days picked up like 5 to 6 members now.
you guys still have the other guys that you picked up from that
From
ragtag group? Yeah.
Yeah, from Horde we've got a solid 2 out of 3 guys. We dismissed 1 guy. We got a new guy, and we've dismissed him. Now it's me and Soon are our mains out of our group. Lance comes on every now and again.
Has he been dipping off a little bit more here lately?
Oh man, he's Fortnite, man. We didn't expect anything to change about that. Like we know he'll come.
I wasn't sure if he finally. I thought he might have finally dipped off Fortnite to start playing that a lot more.
Nah, man. His follower base over there on Twitch really doesn't dictate for him to step away from that much. So,
Gotcha.
Like he comes over, he helps us out when we like really need somebody to come in and help us out and do stuff. But now that the crew's gotten a little bit bigger, he's been able to take a little bit more time away from it. So he goes and does his Fortnite. It's me and Soon for us, and Skeeter mainly for their group. One of the guys that was part of their group, the 3, like Zarkon's on quite often, but I'd say Skeeter has probably gotten a lot more playtime because he's got a lot of stuff going on in his life. Plus he has 2 younger children, so he's busy with them all the time, you know, being a good dad and all that stuff. That like Skeeter gets to hang out with us, and so it's me, Son, and Skeeter most of the time hanging out in Discord doing. None of us are on the same boat, always doing random shit.
That was freaking the world's longest freaking volunteer fire alarm or whatever. I think that was a tornado siren test, to be completely honest with you, because it just kept running. You know, it didn't slow or quiet down and pick back up. It was just the steady siren.
Like, get the fuck.
Yeah, that's why I popped back in and grabbed my phone, motherfucker. I'm sitting here in a trailer. If there's a tornado, I'm fucking out of here. I got renter's insurance, man.
Those bitches.
Yeah, I got renter's insurance. I'm out.
You was wanting to rebuild a PC anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm serious. I fucking get the fuck out of here in a heartbeat.
Probably gathered this up on my way out the door.
I grabbed my phone and the Nintendo Switch, man. I just be playing Zelda for the time being.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I still need to fucking play that game. I had
They on the Nintendo Online, like all the games that they give you in that, they're all like retro as fuck, like old school games. They just recently introduced a new batch of games to that, and you can go in there like free to play games. Well, if you pay for Nintendo Online, it's just like Xbox with the Xbox Rewards shit that they do, where Game Pass games out of that, Xbox Live gives you certain games out of that. Every month you get certain games. PlayStation even does it. Nintendo's got their own kind of Game Pass setup when you enroll for Nintendo Online. Considering the fact
going on now.
it's got a year of Nintendo Online. Did you remember to go in and get your shit, son?
Nope. Just now did when you started talking about it. Oh well. I don't have time to fucking play more than this. I have too much to do in this, man. This is my second job.
Him.
People wonder why I get pissy when they start fucking with all the shit. It's like, because it's my second job. I put in another 40 hours a week on this.
Yeah, actually, guess what, Guru? Me and Stone have crossed 800 hours in Atlas.
Oh no, I'm at 777. I haven't made 800 yet.
Oh, you haven't made it? Yeah, all right. Well, I'm at 822.
Yeah, I'm at 777.
Damn. Yeah, last night I just realized I hit 500 hours on this game, or because they give you rewards for so many hours being played and everything.
Raw.
And yesterday I went to hitting one of the markers and I was like, where'd this come from? And then I read it and I was like, damn, I've already played 500 hours of this game? Shit. A lot of it was AFK. Like, a lot of it was AFK. It's like, fuck it, man. Give me the rewards for not even really being here. Like, fuck it.
A lot of the hours in this game could have been spent being AFK. Or technically, you were AFK because you're just sailing, man. That's it. You're just sailing.
Yeah.
For hours.
And when it's me and Stone on a boat together, one or the other is probably going AFK. Like, hey, I'm gonna step away for a minute, man.
You got the wheel?
You got the wheel? All right, I got you.
Yeah, but at least it's a lot easier over there because you got AIs to back you up.
Yeah,
It's not like Sea of Thieves when people would go
don't steer the
AFK.
ship, man. The AIs just
Yeah,
control
but
sails.
they operate the sails and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Remember going AFK on Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves? Shit. Now I gotta operate the sails. Now I gotta operate the wheel. This, that, and another.
Oh yeah, nah. Definitely having the NPC crew is a big advantage.
Especially if you wind up running into another ship that doesn't want to play nice, then it's like, oh great, I get to one-man this galleon because everybody else is AFK.
I'm on this galleon and I got this nasty little brigantine wanting to mess with me. Now, question. I've seen, is Vex joined your crew over there in the BDOs?
BDO? BDO? No, he doesn't. Okay, so
Well,
there's two.
That's why I was asking whether or not he's joined up with you.
He hit me up asking me a bunch of questions, and then you know how Vex can get if he gets overwhelmed and shit. He's like, fuck! Just starts going on in one of his rants, like, the hell? Like, they don't explain your shit, this, that, and another. He wound up making...
He told you he could make the game better if he knew how to make the game?
That came up once or twice. The funny thing is that he tried to take a shortcut in almost every major city in BDO. There's an arena that you can walk into that is basically PvP, where you don't, like, you can go in there and practice and stuff.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker make short out of one of his go through and realize that these players are fighting each other. They're fighting when and they got killed and got his skill.
Is it just me?
No. You're all kinds of choppy, Guru.
Started laughing.
Yeah, it's just got to be your fucking connection or something, man. They throttle your internet or some shit.
Yeah, they got to be throttling you hard.
They got to be throttling it.
Damn thralls! Sucking the life off the host like this. What's wrong with
Slipper? Thing day. Yeah.
Yeah, this win sucks again. I keep changing my mind on where the fuck I want to go, dude. I'm going to B6, damn it. I'm just going to B6.
It's into the worst wind.
Yep. Can't make up my fucking mind. Fucking Captain Indecisive. What's B6?
What'd you do? Hop back to the galleon?
Yeah, I'm back to the galleon already.
Okay, because I saw that you were running around on what looked like loose lips there for a while.
No, I was next to loose lips, but
I thought
did not tour the loose lips.
I thought you were in the cabin area. I thought that was on loose lips.
Oh no.
Dude, those side rails I built on my shit fucking work out so good being able to get to the dinghy docks.
Yeah, it's kind of what I have down on the front of mine.
222.
Mine's real thin though, man. Because mine doesn't even wrap around it. Mine truly is a couple triangles that connect to it, and you just walk over to it.
Yeah. Yeah, now I kind of did a little something more than that, more like that towards the front of the boat, where on the back of the boat, I definitely built like full platforms that go up and walk up next to them and shit.
Oh, okay, so you have all 4 slots used up or whatever, or 4 of the 6?
There are 6 slots on that.
Four of the 6.
I do not have double diving. But I do have double dinghy, double cargo.
Double dinghy. Thump's over here getting double dinghy.
No, I'm giving the double dinghy.
Oh, you're dropping the double dinghy, huh?
That's
I
right.
left my motherfucking water out in the goddamn kitchen, dude. Went through all that trouble to get fucking water.
We'll see you again here in just a minute then.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Anybody come across any interest that they have maybe in E3? I mean, are you looking forward to any kind of games coming soon over there, Guru? Is there anything you've already heard, like, kind of be announced or talked about that you got any interest in, or?
Not really. I don't see me anytime soon switching over to any other game really besides BDO. Out of everything that I've seen, I don't even know if you're catching all this because fuck you, AT&T. By the way,
they let you get that.
They let you get the
Anthem.
fuck you in, and then they started this shit again.
You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna reset my router. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, so over on this end of things, though, I don't know. I looked down the list earlier today. I just kind of grabbed this the conference schedule, dates and times. EA Play live stream is going to be on June 8th It'll be Saturday, 12:15. Microsoft's going to have Sunday going on for them for June 9th. And they'll have their 4 o'clock thing going on. Bethesda is going to be doing the thing on the same day. Devolver Digital is going to be there doing their thing. I'm assuming that what you'll get is Bethesda and Digital will both be talking about Microsoft game releases, is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the exact same article.
Den of Geek.
Yeah. Yeah, Den of Geek. That's what I was like, wow, that's the exact same article.
Jedi Fallen Order I'm interested in.
Yeah, I am very interested in Jedi Fallen Order. I'm wanting to reclaim Knights of the Old Republic style glory in a Star Wars game. I want the modern version of what that game was, because that by far one of the most epic Star Wars video games I've ever played.
Yep. Borderlands 3, I'm interested. Cyberpunk.
It's a game that converted me from PlayStation to Xbox, not for anything. I was on PlayStation, had one of those, went over to a buddy's of mine. They were having a party. Everybody sat there that night getting smashed. We was drinking, smoking, and just being fucking young, and fucking all of a sudden somebody's like, yo, try this out. Everybody, the party ended, everybody was passing out, and my ass was still sitting there playing Knights of the Old Republic on this Xbox. And the very next day I was like, fuck this, man, I gotta go get a copy of that for myself.
Yeah, gotta have it.
Yeah, it was what brought me to Xbox, and ever since then, that's where I've been. Xbox, Microsoft products, is because now Microsoft has kind of put together a decent little collection of their games from console that I can also play on PC now. So I haven't even kind of missed a beat on that. So it'll be nice, man. I'm really hoping to get that game back, man. That's like the childhood fantasy of being able to get that back.
Halo's what got me. It's actually what got me back into gaming, because I was on hiatus for a few years, being a teenager.
Yeah.
But yeah, Halo's what got me into Microsoft and out of Sony.
I mean, if it wasn't for the Star Wars game, I would probably still be on PlayStation, because I was a Gran Turismo guy. And then I got over here, and what Microsoft at that point had Project Gotham Racing.
Right.
Racing for kudos and shit like that. I was not a fan of Project Gotham Racing. That shit fucking sucked. Microsoft. Everybody fucking likes to try and hype that game, but Microsoft didn't get nothing worth nothing until Turn In came along and gave them Forza Motorsports. No shit. That was the first real driving game that made Microsoft like a contender in racing games, as far as
in the racing sim.
Yeah. Yeah, which is what I ended up truly enjoying. I like being on tracks. I like track racing. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. Need for Speed is fun, but it's only fun in a cartoony, wild, crazy ride. Like, you might as well give me a gun in that, too, and let me shoot.
Need for Speed lost me after Underground 2. I played the hell out of Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2.
Hot Pursuit 2 is the one that got you? When you were like, fuck that game, I'm not ever coming back here again?
The original Hot Pursuit, man. I was done. After Underground 2, I was done.
Now,
in the Fast and the Furious days,
Yeah, if I was gonna go back for an Underground, let me get original Underground where you could put the speaker boxes and the paint jobs and the fucking body kits and shit on your car. Like, you had the option to change the speakers in it to do those crazy like fiberglass kits.
Yep.
that was cool shit. Put lights in them where they fucking pump with the music. Like, Need for Speed Underground definitely has a real soft spot for customization in a video game. As far as they let you do everything, rims, each, like, you could do different colors, fucking body kits, fucking suspensions, fucking speakers, light, everything about that game. Just, they gave you so many customizable options. It didn't need to race good because you just looked good. You were happy about that part. Didn't need to be.
I mean, well, you know, you had nitrous boost. It was an arcade racer.
Oh yeah, and a solid arcade racer. They lost me with the reinvention of Hot Pursuit when they did the remake and put it in that city and kind of tried to give me Forza Horizon with cops.
Gotcha.
And that one was the one that I was just like, all right, I think I'm done with Need for Speed. If they come out with another like Underground someday, maybe I'll come back and try that out. But
yeah,
like, you lost all your car customization and everything else. They took so much out of the game. And it was like, all right, well, y'all didn't make this any better. Now you're trying to compete with Forza for some reason, and that's just not you.
yeah, that ain't gonna work.
You know, Need for Speed, stop it. It was never going to be a thing. Oddly enough, though, Forza turned around and gave you the deal when they were like, yo, let's make an arcade racer, and they gave us fucking Horizon.
Yep.
The first rendition wasn't really that great, and 2 kind of sucked even worse. But 3 and 4 brought everything kind of back. The cars handle more logical, where
It's a guru.
hey, it is a guru. Where the
I just realized what my problem was.
What are you streaming, dude, or downloading? Motherfucker was downloading shit
I
on his
wasn't even
Xbox.
on. So earlier today, I was trying, whenever the internet went out and everything else like that, I tried to hop on somebody else's Wi-Fi, and it didn't let me at first. Well, apparently this whole time during the show, I've been on Xfinity's Wi-Fi this whole time.
He's been on a router 15 years away from where the fuck.
Because whenever I reset the router, I was like, how can I still, like, and whenever I came back,
man,
I was like,
I know
how
I
can
forget
I
to do
still
a lot
hear
of shit
these
like
guys
unmute
and
myself,
see
but at
them?
least I'm connected to the right fucking network. Damn, I thought muting myself was bad. Motherfucker's trying to connect to McDonald's down the block.
Like, this whole time, I was like, whenever I went to go reset the router, like I said, I was like, why can I still hear them? Like, everything else in the apartment just went out.
I was wondering why it
can I
didn't
still
shut
hear
down.
them? And then I came back and I was getting everything taken, and I'm still sitting here just staring at the screen going, they're still messed up. Like, I don't get it. I just refreshed the router, and for another, what the f are they still doing up? Anyways, the app should have shut itself down or at least ended the call. And it was like, nah, bro. So I went into my settings after I left just now and was like, what the f is wrong with my internet right now? Is it because I'm on Grim? Like I was telling you guys earlier, for some reason I got 2 routers. So I was like, am I on Grim? Like, is that the bad connection? Or am I on, you know, my main one? And I looked at it and it was like Xfinity. I was like, wait, what?
Like, no, I tried to get on that shit earlier. It wouldn't let me. Why am I on there now?
Exactly. I was like, it said that it was an open connection or whatever. So like I said, I was going to try it. Just try to see if by any chance I could try to get some words out to you guys, or even maybe possibly use it for the show. Well, I did use it for the show, and we obviously saw that was garbage. I should really figure out who has that and be like, yo, you need to get rid of that.
Oh, don't figure out who has that and tell them nothing, man. You were too far away from wherever that was to be using it in the first place. But good to have you back and actually being able to fucking understand your ass.
Yeah, no shit.
Right? Right? Oh, man. I still can't believe I I was like,
We
I
have
just-
we have a word for that in North Carolina. What a nicin'. What a fucking nicin'.
like the missus sent me the passwords for everything real quick, and I was just like, okay, cool. You didn't change them by any chance, because I was busy reading hers after I left to try to get the passwords and stuff. And then it was like, whenever I got the passwords to go look to see what's the heck is going on, do I need to pick one or the other? Like I said, I realized I was on Xfinity. Like, nothing's changed, so I was like, what the heck? Are they really throttling me down that bad that, like, I can barely understand you guys, barely even watch the stream, and you guys can't even understand a word I say except for fuck AT&T. I apologize, AT&T, for that moment in time of fuck you, but the rest of the fuck yous I don't take back.
All right.
Yeah. And now that you can hear all of them,
All of the fucks were given.
all of the fucks were given to you during the time where you couldn't be heard.
But to answer your question properly now,
Which one?
about the like which are there any games coming over to my way?
Oh yeah, E3 conversation. There you go. Yeah.
To answer that question,
me and Stone started reminiscing of days of old.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what E3 pulls out or even suggests. I thought about hopping on Anthem, to be honest with you, just to see if they got their shit together.
You shouldn't worry about hopping on Anthem to see if they got their shit together.
I know. I watched it.
The community has really heavily laid into the fact that they have not. I was actually shocked to see that they do have conference time scheduled, actually. Games confirmed for E3 announcements are time. Anthem, Apex Legends, The Avengers Project, BDO, Borderlands, Catherine, Full Body, Control, Cyberpunk 2077, Darksiders unannounced title, Division 2, Doom Eternal, Dying Light 2, Elder Scrolls Blades, FIFA 20, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Final Fantasy, 14?
14, the online, the MMO one.
Yeah. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Fortnite's got some shit, For Honor's got some shit, Gears 5, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Halo Infinite, Harvest Moon, Mad Dash, NFL 20 for Madden, Monster Hunter World's got some announcements being made. The Outer Worlds, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Supposedly Psychonauts 2 is getting an announcement. Rainbow Six Siege, The Sinking City, Sniper Elite VR.
That could be cool, man.
Up there.
I mean, I'll probably check out the Outer Worlds.
I could probably check out Sniper Elite VR.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool, man.
Switch guys out there. Splatoon 2 is being announced somehow, but Nintendo has no presence at E3, so that's weird.
They'll do their, what do they fucking call it?
Their own stream thing.
Yeah, they do their own live event thing.
Because that's what PlayStation is doing this year.
What the fuck is that called, though? Nintendo's called it something, and I know it.
Well, Nintendo's having its own expo.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for years.
Mm-hmm. And then PlayStation's doing their own expo as well. So that's what I at least heard.
They pulled out.
It's called Nintendo Direct.
Yes.
It's still an E3 press conference. It's just not at E3.
Yeah, it's occurring in the same city near the venue, but not in any association with it. That's why I said, like, they have no representation, really. They're going to do a keynote, kind of thing where they're like, yeah, Nintendo's got some shit going on over here in this other building.
Mm,
2 seems to be the one announcement that may be made there.
Maybe they are. I think they are actually at E3.
not even gonna lie to you. Out of all of those peeps that are gonna be there to announce information, the only one that I actually don't understand why they're going is Anthem. Like, why?
Yeah, Nintendo. This is directly from Nintendo. E3.nintendo.com. They're having Nintendo Treehouse live at E3.
Nintendo Treehouse.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. Dive deeper into select games with those who know them best as Nintendo of America's Treehouse staff and guests stream live gameplay and commentary right from Nintendo's booth on the show floor. So Nintendo is there. Sony is out this year and Nintendo's back.
Huh, that's funny because Nintendo is only just now kind of making this announcement that they're back there because they've been holding a separate press conference the past
For
2 years.
years.
Well, past like 2 or 3. It hasn't been
That's years.
extremely long. It's definitely been a couple of years.
Still years.
I'm still excited about Cyberpunk. Like,
Yeah.
That still, yeah.
it's going to be really, really fun.
CD Projekt Red pulls out all the stops, man.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the 3, Outer Worlds, Cyberpunk, and
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That's where me and Sophie
ooh, yeah, I forgot about
on
that
the
one.
fact that we want, or I want, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I just want to updated, like, give me that style, new everything else. You know, give me the new version of what that is going to be. Stranger Things 3, the game is coming out also in this Super Mario Maker, Super Smash Ultimate, Trine 4, Wastelands, and Wolfenstein Youngblood, which has also got a lot of hype behind it. Like, Wolfenstein Youngblood seems to like be really trying to get some.
I'm thinking, man. The more I'm reading this article on Den of Geek and quotes from devs. First of all, the game is a single-player action adventure, and Stig Asmussen, who did God of War 3, is leading development. And it's Respawn on top of that. So they're slick, larger than life action and fun, groundbreaking mechanics.
So I may get
Like maybe it'll be more like what is that other fucking Star Wars game where you're fucking
The clone?
Force
The
Awakens.
guy with the double.
Force
Awakens.
Unleashed.
Yeah,
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. That was a Kinect game.
At one point, yeah.
I had it. I know. I played the fuck out of it when it was on. But the only thing I didn't like about it was so on rails. Like, there was no exploration to it at all. And I'm not saying that Knights of the Old Republic wasn't on rails and you only could go a certain way, but there were places that you could go and explore a little bit with
venture off.
with the Force
Unleashed.
with Force Unleashed. It was not that way. You literally were on a path, and that was it.
It was an action game versus an RPG.
Yeah.
Action, more of an action RPG. I mean, you had skills you leveled up and stuff like that, but more focused on the action portion, less on the RPG. But
I could see them.
maybe we get some kind of hybrid.
I could see them kind of bringing something like it back.
And as far as the Kinect goes, best thing I ever did with the fucking Kinect was Mass Effect and the voice commands, dude. All you had to do is use the sticks to move, and it's warp, throw, pull. And you're just
Best thing
firing shit off in succession, man. That was great.
Yeah, voice commands was great with the Connect, period.
Yeah.
In every iteration of it, like, that's what made the Connect worthwhile was voice commands. Holy crap. Facebook's dead?
Didn't know that.
It just died.
I still show Facebook as being up.
Alright, well, on my screen it's dead.
Yeah, no, it's still up for me. Yeah, we're good.
About to say, what the hell did we do that fucking killed it?
Nothing. We're good. Yeah.
It hit a big play button on me, man.
So.
It's good now.
We're good.
Sona's still sailing the ocean blue.
Yeah, I'm just going the direction I need to go and not even turning, man. I don't care about the wind. I've got nothing for wind right now. I'm moving at 5.5 knots. This way I don't have to pay attention and I can talk.
Looks a lot better now that it's not lagging all over the place.
Oh man, you notice that kind of stuff? I was kind of beginning to wonder there for a while. PBR! That's right. Mr. Davis.
Should I turn into the wind? That is the question. I'm still in 06, dude.
Oh boy. Hauling ballin'.
I need to turn anyways. I'm about to dip into the damn Power Stone.
I've been considering heading towards one. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you and I are both getting close to that age again.
What's up, man?
We're both getting close to that age again.
Yeah, we should be. What's my age again? 71.
Yeah, see? So, what is that, another...
Maybe another week or so. Week or two, maybe.
Yeah, somewhere about that. Probably about another week or two. So I'm thinking that that's where the nymph is going to probably be lost.
Yeah. I want to take something over there with a bunch of throwaway bears and see what happens. Once I start running into mutations, I'll take bears with mutations and go throw them at a Power Stone Island and see what happens.
What do the mutations do? Do they cause disadvantages or power?
They can fuck up breeding and stuff like that. I haven't read into them too heavily, just from talking to people. They don't like to keep bears with mutations unless, because I guess if a parent has a mutation, the offspring has a chance to inherit the mutation or something. There's something off with them to where people don't want the mutations.
Right. Justifiably so. In a lot of circumstances, I mean, unless it's breeding up by mutation, because if you can manipulate the genes to move up higher, then that's one thing. But coming in with a mutation that would adversely or negatively affect the breed, got to get that one out of the way. Move him. I had no idea that your collection had gotten that crazy down there, man.
Guru. He's yipping at the child.
Yeah. But no, I mean, your Bear Island, man, I was kind of shocked even seeing the shots just recently to see how that place has changed since the last time I was down there. I mean, last time I was down there, I put thatch walls in place in that one spot that was supposed to be thatch walls. I parked all of my tames in there for a minute, thatched the wall up, went around, harvested some shit, made some stuff for you, and fucking I got out of there again. So it was weird when you did the camera shot and like it was like, yeah, this is what the area looks like now. These tames, these bears, these tames. I was like, holy shit, this place has gotten even more nuts since I was there. Because even when I went there earlier today to make the stuff, I spawned in that room. I made the stuff. I fast traveled back out of there. I was done. I didn't even see the rest of that building while I was there. So you've been busy down there.
Sorry, I'm kind of going through some mutation stuff.
I was like, you are frozen on my screen.
I am?
I mean, it's probably because you're just looking dead
No,
at.
no, no. My camera is frozen.
No, it's not in Skype. It is on screen.
Yeah, it's
I thought you were just intently focused. Dude, I'm used to seeing that face anytime we get together anyway. Like, anytime I've got a camera on you, that's what I get. Like, you start focusing on something and it's like, all right, focus, but look, Sode's into it. He's fucking into it. You can always tell whether Sode gives a fuck about it or not. He makes that face. That's the that's the I got this shit. Watch, hold my beer. Look,
what the hell is going on
the stream is the stream is not getting that shot. That's funny. Ah, baby. I have a girlfriend at the door there. Oh,
here? Yeah, it looks like Gcam's all fucked up. I'm gonna have to close this out.
zoning.
Yep. Well, at least you can watch me play the damn game. Finally made it to A. Now it's a free port, and the wind took a giant poo on me again.
Yeah, yeah, but you crossed blue line, right?
Yep.
So you had just gotten wind in your favor. Blue line was going to immediately turn it back the opposite of a preferred direction. The good thing is it's not so bad though. You could probably rotate sails to the other side and be
Yeah,
pretty.
that's what I'm doing.
I see it. Handling sail rotation with that big fucking cup is so easy. With mine, I've got those at the front and rear, and they rotate so fast, and I'm able to get into the wind with those while the speed and weight sail take a minute to get over there, and sometimes might not actually catch a lot of wind. At my lowest, I can full sail average about 6 knots, is what I've seen. At the lowest. It's gotten down to about 6 knots.
Nice.
That's not bad. And
Yeah.
how much is yours, Zone?
Uh, he's right now kicking about 14 knots, is what it looks like.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn.
Now that's my low. That's with like a no wind, just two sails kind of pushing things along. I can still get about 6 knots out of my galleon. If I go and I've got a good fucking full wind, me and Sohn both 18. He's gotten up to 22. I think you said it was.
Yeah. Yeah, 22 on a brig. In a storm, of course.
Yeah, full wind pushing kind of thing. And that's like wind becomes a pretty crazy game to play when you start doing long distance travel. There are moments where the wind is completely not in your favor, and you're like, "Man, I could use a storm right now,"
Mm-hmm.
because at least that'll give me a little bit of wind that I can probably pull a hold of and fucking drag this boat a little bit better. And then there are other times where the fog is so thick You can't see the front of your boat.
Yeah, that
and,
that shit
and you're like,
sucks.
damn it. While the galleon was being built, I was over at our base and looked down and couldn't even see the back end of the galleon while we were trying to build it at one point. Like, the fog has gotten ridiculous since the patch. And if you sit in one place long enough to go through all the weather that goes through an area, from rain and fog and daytime and nighttime, and how those environments like pass through the world, it's a trip.
This pisses me the fuck off, dude. Piss me off real bad. Real bad. Getting real pissed off over here. Shit better start fucking working.
Damn the D. I mean, we got you over here in the Skype call.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. So VCam's working in the Skype call, but not in XSplit. And I can't even pull it up through ND.